Hi everybody, welcome to Carol Bakes. Today I'm going to make some whole wheat bread. Very delicious, yummy whole wheat bread. I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see my bowl. All right, so set my scale to 0. I'm going to add some water. I'm going to add 375 grams of water. I like to use room temperature water, not too cold. Okay, so now zero my scale again. I'm going to add 100 grams of fed starter. I fed that last night. It's kind of thick, so it's taken a minute to get it in the bowl. That's okay. And then I'm going to give it a good mix. Try and get it mostly dissolved. Doesn't have to be perfectly dissolved, but mostly. I'm going to add some salt, 10 grams of salt. Probably a good idea to measure it out first, so you don't put too much in. I did okay. This is going to take all whole wheat flour. So I'm going to mix it together till it forms a shaggy dough. get in there with your hands if you want. It'll start to come away from the sides of the bowl. Starting to form into a ball, stick together. The more you get it mixed up, the better it becomes to stick together. It's looking pretty good. Scrape my fingers, and then I'll just cover it up and let it sit for half an hour. Okay, I'm going to cover it up and I'm going to leave it sit for half an hour, and I'll be back to do some stretch and folds. Okay, here I am. Rinse my hands and I'll do some stretch and folds. Scraping some of the dough off the side of the bowl. Just pull it up, fold it over. Pull it up, fold it over. I'm going to do this a few times for the first one. And the more you do it, the more it comes together. Strengthens the gluten, fills it with air. Okay. Cover up again, and I'll be back in a half an hour. Okay, so now we're doing the second one. You can feel it tightening the more you do it. I'm just going to go right around, and then that should be enough. Turn it over, why not? All right, one more to go. This is the last stretch and fold. Okay, so now I'm going to cover it again, and I'm going to let it sit for 4, 5, 6 hours, depending on how warm your kitchen is. And it's going to almost double in size. And I'll come back and show you. All right, I'm back. Look at that, it's all puffy. You can see all the bubbles underneath in the bowl here. I'm going to put it out on my floured counter. I'm going to shape it, and then I'm going to put it in a Banneton basket. This is an overnight rise too, so I'm going to cold proof it. Shape it into a ball. Look at the big bubble. I'm going to let it sit here for half an hour, and then I'm going to put it in the Banneton. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to put it in my Banneton basket now. So I'm going to spread it out. You can see that. Just spreading it out into a rectangle. And I'm going to fold it over. I need a little bit of flour. Fold it over. Okay, so now I'm just going to roll it, pull it tight and roll it. It's a little sticky, then just put a bit of flour on your hands or on the counter, and then just pull and pull it towards you. Try and tighten it up to a ball. And put it upside down in your floured Banneton basket. I floured it with some whole wheat flour. And that's it. So I'm just going to cover it and put it in the fridge overnight. And we'll bake it in the morning. All right, I'm ready to bake my bread. Getting my parchment ready. This is my dough. It's puffed up a little bit more. I'm going to dump it right on top of this parchment paper. Came out really good. Now I'm going to get my razor blade long, and I'm going to do a slice in it. Do it on a little bit of an angle. I'm going to brush off some of this. It's just the flour that was in the Banneton basket. So I'm baking it at 450 for 20 minutes with the lid on in my Dutch oven. And then I'll take the lid off for 10 minutes. And then I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to take the lid off. There it is. And I'll leave it off for almost 10 minutes. I'll be back. All right, I just took it out of the oven. Looking good. The bottom isn't burnt. I always put a piece of foil on the bottom rack of my oven when I bake the bread, when I bake it in Dutch oven. And I just tested, just to be sure, if you use the thermometer, I tested this and it's over 190, so it's done. Okay, I'll cut into it later when it's cooled. I like to leave it and let it cool for at least an hour to an hour and a half before I cut into it. Keeps the flavor better and lets it set up. All right. Hi everyone. This is a bread. This is the same loaf of bread I made 2 days ago. What's this? 3 days ago, and it's still soft and yummy. So I'll finish this off for lunch. And this is the new one I just made. So I'll cut it up and see what it looks like inside. Looks pretty good. It's nice and soft. And it tastes really good. So give it a try. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.